Thanks so much for logging on to ABC15.com. I'm Allison Rodriguez. Let's talk about your most accurate forecast and what you can expect today. Less warm as far as our daytime highs are concerned, but the 90s are going to be back, so don't get too comfortable in the 80s. And then I'm tracking some potential rain here in the valley. I'll show you exactly which day in a second. But 87 degrees is where we're going to climb to today, so a less warm day. Our official high for Eastern, 93 degrees, so a whole 6 degrees below that. But today we are going to see those winds kick up just a little bit. So here's a look at futurecast winds. As we take this into tonight, specifically around 6:30, you'll still see double-digit winds up to the northeast and definitely in the northern half of the state, but also down to the southeast as well. We're looking at winds about 15 to 20 miles an hour in Nogales and Douglas as well. So things could get a little bit dicey out there on those roadways. The good news is by tomorrow morning and overnight, I think things will calm down much more. So we're looking at things to be quieter on the wind front. For today, though, we'll expect our valley breezes to kick up to 15 miles an hour. So breezy conditions at times, specifically in the afternoon into the early evening. In the northern half of the state, those winds, as we just saw, could kick up to 25 miles an hour and the gusts up to 35 miles an hour. So here's a look at how we're going to get to our daytime temperatures and track those winds for you here. We'll see 80s throughout most of the afternoon. We're already pretty close to that this morning. Those winds, as I mentioned, the late afternoon, early evening, and we won't see 70s until about 8 o'clock tonight. So the evening is going to be really, really beautiful. Late evenings, might even be able to sleep with those windows open or something. Your UV index will be at an 8 today, so still very high. Burn time is about 15 minutes or less, but the good news is no UV alerts for today. Allergy forecast also high for mulberry, ash, and poplar, but that'll drop down by Wednesday. Your forecast highs today across the state, we'll see 70s up to the north, Payson, Sedona, Prescott, 60s in Flagstaff, with that area dropping into that freezing territory tomorrow morning. 40s up to our north, and we'll see upper 50s, low 60s out to the northwest. Right here in the valley, taking it a little closer to home here, we'll see our highs today climb into the mid 80s for most of us. Still going to be above normal for this time of year, but the good news is, it's not as bad, or we won't be hitting those 90s today. Valley lows dropping into the 50s, so pretty much on target for where we should be for this time of year. As I leave you with that 7-day forecast, you'll notice 80s tomorrow. That'll be pretty much the last day in the 80s so far as what we're tracking right now. 90 by Wednesday, and then we're expected to hit 94 by Thursday. Also, that slight rain chance I'm tracking, at this point it looks like Saturday morning we could have enough moisture built in here to give us a slight rain chance. Not a huge rainmaker, but it's still a few days away, so make sure you keep track with us on ABC15.com and our free mobile app as we get closer to that date.